Today we are making keto chocolate mint fat bombs. This super easy recipe is a great way to add extra fat into your keto diet. So we're going to start with a small saucepan and we're going to add in a half of a cup of coconut oil. I recommend you use refined coconut oil. The unrefined you can use, but you'll have a little bit of a coconut flavor in your finished fat bomb. Next, we're going to add in half of a cup of coconut butter. You may also see this called coconut manna. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar substitute. Today we're using Boca Sweet. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn on my stovetop, and I want to heat this over a very low heat setting. So coconut oil actually melts around 72 degrees or starts to soften up. So we don't have to get this super hot, which will help everything stay together a little bit more. So we're going to heat this over low heat until everything is melted. So as you near the end of melting, you want to start stirring it. This is just going to help that powdered sugar substitute dissolve into your mixture. And you want to stir this until you don't have any lumps left. All the coconut oil and the coconut butter has been melted. So now that it's all melted, you can go ahead and turn your heat off. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. And we're just going to whisk that in. If you don't like to whisk by hand, you can use an immersion blender here. Now, if you want a very dark chocolate fat bomb, you can add another tablespoon or 2 of cocoa powder. The more cocoa powder you use, the darker the chocolate flavor is in this fat bomb. And of course, cocoa powder is packed full of nutrients and good for you minerals. So now we're going to add the peppermint. You can either add a teaspoon of peppermint extract, or I really like the taste of the peppermint vitality oil, and that's what I have, and that's what I'd like to use here. And I like these very pepperminty, so I'm going to use 10 drops. So now I'm just going to stir this together, and then I'm going to taste it to see if it's sweet enough for my tastes. So I feel like I want it to be a little bit sweeter, so I'm going to grab my Lakanto monk fruit extract drops and add 30 drops. So you probably want to add 5 to 10 drops at a time and then taste again to see where the sweetness level is. So that is just perfect. Over time, you'll figure out exactly where you want your sweetness level. All right, so when I put my melted coconut oil mixture into the molds for the keto chocolate mint fat bombs, I like to put some kind of a sheet underneath it that will fit easily into my refrigerator. So that is a trick. And then fat bomb molds come in a lot of different sizes. These hold about a teaspoon, and you can measure these. So just take some water and a measuring and put it in to figure exactly how much each of these holds. That's important so you can figure out your serving size for your fat bomb. So just to kind of demonstrate, so this is another fat bomb. I actually picked this up on clearance at a local grocery store, and these hold a tablespoon in each of these. It doesn't quite come up to the rim, but they're perfect for a full tablespoon serving. And then you can get very small molds like this, and these are maybe a quarter, somewhere between a quarter and a half teaspoon, depending on how much you fill them up. So there's all different sizes of molds, so when you're shopping for these, just pay attention to how much this will hold. Usually in the description, like if you're shopping on Amazon or something, it will tell you. So now we're just going to grab our mixture, stir everything back in. And as I go, I'm going to scrape from the bottom and make sure that I keep it moving so that we don't get any settling. So then you can see that's just right around a teaspoon. And you just go through and you fill these. So once you have all of your molds filled, you're going to place this in the refrigerator for somewhere between 20 and 40 minutes. It really depends on how hot you got your mixture. So these keto chocolate mint fat bombs are really easy to make, and they're a great source of healthy fat packed full of MCTs to give you fast energy on the keto diet. It's one of my favorite easy keto recipes. And if you're someone who likes to have that after dinner mint, after your dinner, you can still have that with these keto chocolate mint fat bombs. Thanks so much for watching today.